Photoshop adjustment series. You are about to be adjusted. Today we are learning all about curves, what it is for, who uses it, what it is generally for, and before we do that, we are going to thank Ms.NickiStock here for her wonderful image for her pet, who is actually very cute. Oops, sorry, let me just set that to higher opacity. Cute, look how cute this thing is. Anyway, we're gonna stop that before you get distracted again. And so what is curves? Curves is a great way of increasing the contrast in your image. It is a very powerful way of transforming your image to give it more contrast or more highlights in certain areas. For example, if I move this slider up here, it goes brighter. If I move the slider down here, it becomes darker. Let's move this again. See that? It becomes it's not being clear, so let me just get my visual aid here. See that? Highlights, midtones, and shadows. So it's basically like this. The general idea behind curves is this: you have a highlights area, you have midtones, and you have a shadows area. Let me just give you an example here. If I move the slider right here, it will. What happened? Oh, it's not turned on. Sorry. So let me just. Oops. Sorry. Did I mention this is unedited? So whatever my mistakes that I do, you can see. So anyway, this is your highlight slider here. If you move it closer to the left, see that because we're going near, the slider is going near the highlights area, so it will become brighter. If we go downwards, since we're approaching the shadows area of your image, it will become darker. Please note that I am actually using the highlight slider, so it's kind of affecting only the highlights area of your image. Anyway, if we move the midtones here, it will go in between your the midtones. It's basically a combination of highlights and shadows, except much more controlled. So what kind of effects can you get with this? Let me just play around with this because I want to increase the contrast here. Maybe lower the shadows maybe. Yeah, that looks good. Again, I will remind you that this can be used by a way of increasing the contrast or to put more emphasis in your image. This can be used for very beautiful black and whites and photo manipulations and many more, even text effects, many more. In this case, I'm just going to show you a simple effect here so you have an idea of how it works. I went to my layer mask, that's the white one that's selected near my curves panel or whatever it is. I go in with a soft black brush and paint it with a low opacity. So this is your simple and quick to the point video tutorial about curves. I hope you learned something. I hope please subscribe and share it with your friends. Please comment, and our next lesson will be about levels. Oh yeah, by the way, levels and curves are kind of the same, but curves is much more powerful. Okay, take care. Bye bye.